Well, Saquon, getting back on track for this game, Monday Night Football. I mean, it's been stressed that the emotions, everything is going right in the building. What gives you faith that this team's going to get back on track?
Just how we come to work. The energy's high. Obviously, last 2 weeks didn't go the way we would like it, but you got to flip the page and move on. And I think we're doing a really good job of that, of just continue to buy in to what we have going on here and doing it together, working hard, having fun at the same time, and most importantly, do whatever it takes to get a win, and that's the goal.
When you look back this last situation, 2-game losing streak, then you go against the Vikings, a great offensive performance. Can you pull anything from that time where you were able to flip the script already this season?
No. I think that's just how football works, how the season goes. You're gonna have ups and downs, and I think right now, personally, I feel like we have a great game plan coming into this game. Now it's just about going out there and executing. Kind of the same message that we're always going to have, but yeah, you can't really get caught up in winning 4 games, losing 2, and winning 4, losing 2. Like, if you thought you were signing up to win 17 games straight and go to the Super Bowl, I think that's been done one time, and it's going to be rare for it to happen again. It's part of the game, part of football, the NFL. You're going to have wins and losses, but it's how you bounce back, and I think we're doing a really good job of that, and we're excited. We're excited to go out there and put on a performance that people can be proud of, and especially us in this building, we can be proud of.
You mentioned that game plan. Sorry, Zach. There's been hints, at least from the offensive line, Sierra, that there are some changes coming to the running game. I know you can't divulge the game plan.
They said that.
Yes, but what are those conversations like when you are implementing a slight change maybe throughout the week?
What change they're talking about, but at the end of the day, I just – my confidence in those guys up front is always going to be high. And I really have no choice, kind of, because I was able to do something really special with those guys. So I know what we have, and like I said, I really love the game plan. I'm not going to sit here and say we got all these crazy new things. I don't know who said that, but shame on them if they did. But I'm excited. We're excited to go out there and to put together a complete game: offense, defense, special teams. Not just only running the ball, not passing the ball, just going out there and make plays. And style always say execution feels emotion. So when you make plays and scoring touchdowns, it's going to get the energy going on game days. And the energy's been great throughout the week of practice, but on game days, when you make plays, everyone gets going, and that's the goal. Who said that?
His name is Jordan, right? He just hinted. It was a little hint. It wasn't a whole divulging.
I don't know. No. Listen.
The last time you played out there, it's also a primetime game, and it was the best regular season game of your career. Is there something to that? LA, big stage, primetime for?
No. I wish it was. But I've had bad games on primetime on Monday before. I've had good games at spots and went back and had bad games or whatever's considered a bad game. So now I don't know. I kind of don't really believe in that stuff, but I am excited for the opportunity. I feel like we're trending in the right direction from this week of practice. But the crazy thing about the NFL, the vibes and the energies can be amazing. Practice can be great. Game plan can be great. You got to go out there on Monday and do it. And that's where we're at, We have one more day of walking through some stuff, getting some situation stuff done, and then a long flight, and then go out there and hopefully, let it fly.
How do you think the energy has been on the sidelines? I guess
During games?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's been awful. I don't think that's I think you ask anybody if they're being honest, we will all agree on that. But most importantly, I think the energy throughout the, in practice and, walkthroughs and meetings been great. Now we got to carry that to game day. So all the stuff has been great. Now we got to make sure that on game day the energy's high, we execute when we make plays, and the rest should take care of itself.
Is that important, the energy on the sideline?
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you believe in, right? It depends what you believe in. Some guys come from the school of thought where that's not important. To me, it's kind of important, I feel like. It's kind of been a role that I try to take on ever since I came into the league. I feel like it's big. Sometimes it's just the sense of, having confidence and having great energy is going to help us out on the football field. I'm a believer in that. It's a thing that, if we're on the sideline and the defense is doing this, and we're all communicating, having a conversation, and Landon's telling me what he sees, and I'm like, I agree with that, and I'm like, all right, Jordan, when we do this, I need you to do that for me. He's like, I got you. Doesn't mean the play going to go out there and going to work. It's not 100% guaranteed, but I'm willing to bet that the percentage of it going to work is going to be higher than not. So, yeah, I'm a big believer. We addressed that, though, and I think it's been it's funny because how, like, on the outside probably, it's like everyone's probably going crazy, but, like, in here, it's like it's the NFL. We're 8-4. We get a great opportunity to go on Monday Night Football, primetime football, and try to get a win, and that's the goal.
What's your read on why the energy hasn't been where it should be on the sidelines?
I mean, we haven't been playing well.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's easy to come out on the sideline and have, like, great energy when you rip off a 60-yard touchdown. That's the truth. And we know that, and execution feels emotion. I can't believe I never heard that until I came here, but I remember Stout saying that, and I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. I think that's in everything, not just in football, but in life. So I'm excited for it.
What do you think about Matt Campbell?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know too much about it. I don't know too much about him. I'm excited for him, though. Congratulations to him, and I don't know if he has a family, but if he does, him and his family, it's a great opportunity to be the head coach of Penn State University. It's not a lot of jobs better than that, to be honest. Obviously, I know I'm biased. I get in arguments all the time. Actually, I got an argument with Will Shipley. Like, Clemson was good for, like, 5 years, and, like, now it's like we, like, go back and forth. But yeah, congratulations to him, and pretty sure I'll be able to meet him pretty soon. So, yep.
Why is there a giant bunny outside of your locker?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not into, like, holidays and, like, bunnies and Christmas. I do the Christmas stuff. I got kids, but, like, I'm not really big, like, joyful holiday person, I guess. So I don't know why. I think that's really the only spot we can put a big bunny. But I was told it's vibe bunny, and the vibes are high. So there we go.
So you didn't sign off on him being in front of your locker?
Definitely didn't sign off on it being in front of my locker. Not at all. To be honest, I like that better than in camp. I don't know where it's at now. It was, like, right there. We had, like, the foot one. It was just like, I'm not, like, a real big sweater, so, like, I don't really, like, stink too bad. And coming to work every single day and having that right there after a camp practice, and you got all the big guys. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to do that, but their sweaty feet, that's the only thing I was not a fan of. So I'd rather that by my locker than those smelly feet.
And just, getting healthy and making sure I can come back and help the team in any way that they need me to.
You've dealt with that a lot, obviously, in the last year or so. Season-ending injury last year. How's frustration level that you haven't been able to stay healthy?
It's just part of it. It's part of the game. I'm not the first person to get injured, won't be the last. So, it's just, staying mentally strong and, just taking the steps every day to do everything you can to prevent injury and get back healthy and, control what you can control, and that's what I've been doing.
You obviously have a lot of time on task with Reed. Does that come back to you, like when you haven't played together for a while, but you have before?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, ever since I got back here, anytime I'm out there with Reed, it's easier. It's kind of seamless. I mean, we've already, we have that repertoire of playing together in the past, so that definitely makes it a lot easier and makes it a smoother transition for me.
How are you viewing this upcoming stretch here? I mean, Drew's out. You should have a larger role. I mean, how do you kind of view this opportunity?
It's not really my decision, so I'm just doing whatever the team needs me to do, doing whatever the coaches need me to do, asking me, and that's kind of where my mind is at. It's just, taking the necessary steps each day to make sure I'm ready and, that I could step in any way, shape, or form that, the team, the coaches, my teammates need me.
How'd you stay in it from a mental perspective when you had to sit out?
It's my job. I mean, I love football. I'm blessed to be in this position. I'm blessed to be in this building. So, that part's easy for me. It's my job, and, I love football, like I said. So every day I'm just making sure I'm staying mentally prepared.
Some of your teammates talk about how much you focus on communication. Where does that come from, and how do you go about making sure that you communicate well?
I think that's, like, probably, one of the biggest things for